Hey, we back. I'm here, ready to talk about roles, which is something that you get. Not on here, because I just used them because I'm retarded. Oh no, never mind. You get them on here. Fantastic. I really should vote at some point. Roles, look at this, I'm rolling. I'm gonna take the 300 Kakura character. Ooh. So, how do you roll optimally? Because there is a big difference. You can easily tell if someone plays Mudae consistently or not, depending on, most importantly, the speed of their rolls. Because rolling faster totally has advantages. The first one is a set timer. Number of seconds during which you can claim a character after the spawn. Obviously, if you want to get the best characters that you can get, you want to be making sure you're claiming the best characters. And in order to do that, you don't want to be just claiming the first thing you see. Admittedly, I do it frequently. Everyone does it frequently. But generally, you want to be trying to do all of your rolls. And then let's say I roll something really good as my first roll. I don't claim it. I keep rolling, and then I can go back to it later, I can do all my rolls and then I can come back and click it. If I'm not fast enough, then the set timer will have run out. Right? I won't be able to take it. I only get 45 seconds. In fact, default is 30 seconds. You've got to be careful. Most servers will set it to 45, but you still only have a limited amount of time. If you think about it, base rolls is like 10 now or something? They keep changing it, so I'm honestly not sure, but it's about 10. So that means all you need to be doing, realistically, as long as you can scroll up really fast to where you want to go, is like 1 roll per 4 seconds. But when you start getting a lot of rolls, like on here we've got 18, and even more so on here, we've got like 27. It's not going to tell me anything, if I just put that in. There you go, 27 rolls. Now, suddenly, even if I'm only doing even if I'm doing 1 roll per second, I'm still only going to have a few seconds left over, right? Because you've got to have a few seconds for scrolling, like 5 seconds or so, to scroll up to find who you want. Obviously, you're not actually going to be consistently doing them, so it may change, and you have to deal with things like the message per second limit as well. So, yeah. Making sure you're rolling quickly is important. You need to do all of your rolls, and then you need to go back and claim the stuff that you want. However, on public servers, so you go over here, there's a lot of people around, might be sniping. So, if you want to be stopping people sniping, obviously, you can't do all of your rolls. If you roll 0-2 as your second roll, you claim her. You don't do the rest of the rolls and then hope that no one else claims her, because someone else is going to claim her, right? So now you have to take them instantly. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Do you take them instantly? Do you wait until you've done all your rolls? Whatever. And the same applies to Kakura as well. I might want to, say on servers like this, Kakura is not common. A lot of people will be trying to snipe it, because not many people have Sapphire 4, and just me. But if I take all of the yellows that appear, I end up missing reds, which actually happened the other day. If I search up red, there you go, I complained about it, because if we go up, here I am instantly claiming yellow Kakuras, and then we scroll down a bit, where is it? I roll a red, which I couldn't take, right? So, the same applies to Kakuras. If I hadn't been instantly claiming those yellows, I could have got the red. And red is obviously a lot better, by about 1,000 Kakura. So I missed out. And you're going to keep missing out if you take stuff instantly. But like I say, it's a trade-off. If I hadn't have taken the yellows instantly, someone might have sniped them. And then I might not have got any Kakura at all. You never know. So you have to just figure that out yourself. It depends on the server, how much people snipe, how much you're bothered. to be the anti-sniping, and how much you're bothered to scroll up again. And of course how good the role is, whether you want it a lot or just a little bit. If it's a red capital, you know what, just take it instantly. You're not going to get something better. If it's a yellow, there's maybe a debate up, you know. You roll an orange. On here, I roll a lot of oranges. It's quite likely, and you can see I get a lot of yellows. So I don't take yellows. Not instantly, anyway. And the other thing you're going to need to do, something that I'm going to demonstrate here, reset in 1 minute. I've got seconds on here, so you can see 15 seconds, we get a 45-second timer. I cannot claim right now, but if I use my rolls, and I do them in 45 seconds, you know, before reset, if you start at 1 minute before reset, you won't be able to claim, but if you do it in the 45 seconds, say Kisner AI, I'm going to claim her, you know? I'm going to claim Kisner AI. I don't know why she's gone down so much, honestly. I'm actually going to check this. Whoa. She was like 120th in likes and claims. That's insane. She's gone down so much. I'm still going to take her. So I can go up here, wait for 24 past. I'm looking at the clock down here. There you go, 24 past. I claim. Right? I didn't have a claim, but I have used these rolls and I have claimed. And now you see the position we're in. No claim for 3 hours. I've still got my rolls for this hour left if I want them. But I've claimed from these ones, so it's like getting an extra set of rolls, right? Pushing them forward a reset. I could claim from these 10 rolls even though they're from before reset, right? You can do this every 3 hours if you have the rolls spare. Now I can roll again. Oh dear. That's not the right copy paste. I can roll again here now. Right after each other. I can't claim from these because I just claimed Kisner AI, but if I hadn't claimed Kisner AI, I obviously would have been able to claim from these instead, even though it's a cross reset. So that's something to watch out for as well. That's another thing that you can do. Also, something that you can do is making sure that the rolls that you're getting are good. Obviously, that's going to help out. That's optimal rolling. You've got to consider that. Things like disable lists and wish lists and all the rest of it. Obviously, I've got other videos about those, so have a look at them if you want more details. But making sure that you're rolling the right stuff is just as important as making sure you're getting all the rolls. Another important thing is simply, making sure that you do get all your rolls. It's not just making sure you do this at the last minute before reset or whatever. It's also things like, do you miss hours? You weren't paying attention, you know? Remembering when reset is important. So here it's 28 past, I can tell you that. I go on here, 2 minutes. 26 past, 2 minutes. So you resets at 28 past. I know that. I've got that in my head. It's not hard to memorize a single number for your server, or even one number for each server, you know? Knowing when reset is very helpful. And using that to do all your rolls is important. Personally, since I'm in quite a lot of servers, what I normally do is I do all my rolls at one point. So the biggest gap between resets that I've got, this server at 37 past, and then this server at 51 past. It's a 14-minute gap. It's not huge because I'm in a lot of servers, but it's, you know, reasonable. And so what I'll normally do, and the actual claim resets are all in the same hour, so it works out like that as well. So I'll normally wait until after this is reset, and then maybe it's a 40 past the hour. I will just roll on all of my servers, right? And that helps me keep track of the rolls that I've got and make sure that I've used them all in time. Make sure that I'm being optimal with it. Obviously, doing things at the last minute doesn't quite work like that. I can't do this at the same time on every server because, one, I can't be in every server at once, and two, they don't reset all at once. So that doesn't work. But sometimes you know, when it's not reset, that's what I do. Obviously, when it's reset, I have to actually pay attention, which is a shame. Now, what do you think? Shall I take Cinder? Would you take Cinder? I'm not going to take Cinder, actually. I'm not going to take Cinder. Do I have RT, actually? I do have RT. I'll go on then, Cinder. Let me just wait for 28 past. But it is 28 past now. There's Cinder. I'm going to take Cinder. There we go. And again, now I've got my rolls left. Here, and no claim. Right. So then we can roll again straight away. Luna, there you go. Probably should have taken Luna above Cinder. But it's alright. I'm not going to RT here. I don't mind too much. You notice how I'm doing them quite fast. And you have to remember as well how frequently you and the bot can send messages. Both of you can send 5 messages in 5 seconds. So if you've just sent 5 rolls, you know, and the bot is not responding, like, just stop sending them for a sec. It'll catch up. Don't spam them out as fast as possible. So if I use this as an example on here, you see if you spam them out really fast, you'll get to this position. See, look, it's not sending them now. You see how they're grayed out? And then when those end rolls send, it actually won't do rolls for them. It only registers if they were sent separately. If you've got messages backed up like that, it doesn't register that there's more than one of them. So there's no point spamming it that hard. Just fast enough that the messages are sending. Right? Wait for this message to load, and then send the next one. You don't have to wait for Mudae's response before sending the next one, but make sure your message has loaded. Right? Make sure it's not grayed out before you send your next message. Otherwise it won't register on Mudae. You can also use this kind of thing to predict when Mudae is going to get stuck on rolls if you bother to count how many messages it's sending since it last got stuck, because if you're sending your messages that fast, it will get stuck sometimes, and that's fair enough. But realistically, that doesn't actually help you. It's just kind of cool to know when you can start scrolling up and down and stuff. You can do things like sending rolls. I've got 3 rolls stacked up here, say, waiting for Mudae to respond. I scroll up, I snipe a cackle, and then I come back down, and then Mudae sends the rolls for me. And that's quite nice. Nice optimization, but that's just down to practice, really. And it doesn't actually help, it just speeds up your time, means you can collate the cackle a bit faster. Yeah, it's not too much to it. But that's all I've got to say on the matter. Got to make sure you're rolling optimally though, because it really does make a difference. When you see new Mudae players, they don't roll quickly, and they don't claim the best stuff, and that is one of the reasons, because they don't do their rolls properly. They take stuff as soon as they see it, and that's not what you want to be doing. Right then, bye.